Hey guys, so in this video, let's talk about Cirtek again. It's been doing well and crushing it at the start of the year. So where is it right now? Based on what the charts are telling us, should you hold? Should you take profits? Can you actually add some more? That and more we're gonna talk about in this video. So check this video out. Hey guys, so let's talk about Cirtek again. We've been talking a lot about individual stocks over the past few days. As you all know, I posted a video about Frutas. I'll put the link below. Frutas has been doing well as well after it dropped from 1 to where it is right now. It's relatively up. It's relatively pushing higher. And if you notice the narrative, no, based on what I've been sharing over the past few videos, that the stocks that have not done so well in 2019 are candidates for you to be able to watch them this year, because please remember this: those that are down won't stay down forever, especially if there's either news, sentiment shifting their way, or earnings are doing better, or they were just really battered by what was happening on the global markets. So similar to Cirtek, it qualifies under that, meaning that it was pushed down, it was battered, not just because by its inherent value as a company, but because of the trade war. I said that also on the previous Cirtek video that I did this year, that it was pushed down because Cirtek exports chips, electronics. Please remember, a large chunk of what's happening of our export in the Philippines is basically electronics. We don't export much. We export agricultural items, but electronics has a lion's share of exports compared to electronics. And the movement down of Cirtek was predominantly based on the trade war. Now that the phase 1 deal of the trade war is out, sentiment is getting better, and that's why you're seeing the stock relatively up. So ganun lang, there will be some shifts in the market brought about by change in perception of people when it comes to that particular stock. That's why Warren Buffett is so good, because he doesn't just look at whatever's happening in the price, whatever people perceive it to be. He looks at the inherent value as well. So it depends on what your narrative will be on how you analyze stocks. But for this video, this is predominantly technical analysis, because you know me, my goal, my style, my narrative is everything you need to know is found on what the charts are telling you as well. So if you're learning, please comment, I'm learning. If this series on me analyzing and nitpicking the stocks is something that's helping you as well, please comment, I'm learning below, and I want more of this so I can do more of this format. And I've been trying and experimenting, by the way, different sets and formats as well. So I hope you get as much as you can from all of this. Then I'll try to put additional stocks at the end of the video, so you can stay till the end. So if you want to learn more about other stocks, comment them below as well. But for sure, I'm gonna add Jollibee also to the end of this video. So anyways, let's look at Cirtek. So one of the things that you can notice also for Cirtek now is basically this: the 200-day moving average is still pretty much bearish. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know what I mean. As long as the 200-day moving average is above the stock prices, it actually means that, hey, over the long term, this 200-day moving average will act as a resistance, that whatever you're seeing is still predominantly bearish still. We haven't seen specific signs of a clear reversal yet. However, a couple of things have happened also. Number one, the 100-day moving average, if you look at Cirtek, the past 2 trading days, it broke out of it. So when I made the first video of Cirtek at the start of the year, it still hasn't broken the 100-day moving average. Please remember, the 100-day moving average is pretty much strong also. So a breakout from that level will show you a level of bullish buying, not just bullish buying, but people willing to buy it at a much higher price. Please remember, the breakout happened from around 7.7, and Cirtek at the end of the year was around 4 pesos per share. So there were a lot of people willing to buy it at around 60-70+% higher already than where it was at the end of the year. So it shows you a bit of a bullish undertone. Please remember, bullish is people willing to buy the stocks higher. Bullish are a group of people thinking that even if I buy it higher, I will still have an upside that's actually possible based on the price that I'm actually buying it. And that's what we're seeing for Cirtek right now. So a couple of things: the 20, 50, and 100-day moving average are pretty much bullish. And if I'll draw my own support here, this is something that you consider a support as well. Support, 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 support. and this is now also your resistance. As you peg this as your resistance, you see it right over here, January 16, 2020. Cirtek broke out of that 7.9, 7.85 level that I've plotted there. So the resistance is broken. Because the resistance is broken, the next thing you need to find out over the next few days is basically this: is it possible for the stock to hold the 7.85, 7.9 level? Because if it does, then this now will solidify itself as a support level. As this solidifies itself as a support level, those who consider this a breakout may just continually buy. But please remember, since it's a support level, should it go to the opposite direction and it starts to fall, it starts to break down, that's an opportunity naman for you on the flip side to, please remember, sell. Either for those who bought at the lower portions to take profits, or on another way to analyze it, if you bought it a bit higher, you may have to cut your losses. So that's the pitfall also of buying something that's breaking out. If it does not sustain itself, it's not something that's sustainable, the possible narrative is it could retrace lower and you might have to cut your losses. So please watch out for the 100-day moving average and this 7.75, 7.8 level. If Cirtek stays above the 7.8 level, then you have a support level there. If it falls beyond that, either sell, take profits for those who bought earlier, cut losses for those who just bought at the breakout. But if I'm looking at it from a more bullish context, the 20-day moving average is bullish, the 50-day moving average is bullish, the 100-day moving average is bullish. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you can look at the MACD and the Bollinger Bands here. Both of them are showing change in directions upward, and then the Bollinger Band also is touching the upper portion. The upper band of the Bollinger Bands is touching the upper portion of our candlesticks, showing us that there's more bullish momentum towards the stock as well. So we're seeing a push upward, we're seeing bullish momentum. The next thing that you need to look at now are where are the next target prices. One particular target price that I could note, if you're a quick trader, of course, this will be the heavy one, still here. You could peg it somewhere around the 15.5 peso level. Another area for you to peg this is around the 11.17 level. So a couple of target prices right now is the 11 peso, 11.15 level, then another one at the 15.5 level. MACD is not showing us any signs of reversal yet, or actually any reversals of selling as well. So a couple of things I'd like to point out also. The stock is currently 140% up already, around that level, close to that level. The intraday also, the stock hit 9.64, then it just 10.72, then it just retraced to 9.64 at the closing, which at 10.64 is very close already to our resistance at 11. So how do you interpret that? It actually means that at 11 pesos already, there are people really selling. At that particular point in time, there are people taking profits, because please remember, from this area where there's a support still, this is already 175% gain for a lot of people already. So there's evidence also of profit taking. There are people who might have bought also at the breakout of the 50-day moving average. At this area, they're up also 83%. Those who bought here from the breakout of this area, they're also up around 47%. So please remember, profit taking normally happens also when people want to just take off money from the table. But when that happens, kasi more sellers bring the prices down, more sellers, no matter how good the story is or good the narrative is, as long as people sell and they predominantly beat the buyers that are there, the stock price will always go down, and that's part of the game. What you need to remember every time you trade, it's what's very, very important. It's not about what you sell when you sell, but it's more of the rules and the parameters that you set when you start selling and you start taking profit. So the target prices that you could actually put here is this level, then this. So 11, somewhere around 11, 11.1, 11.2, then around 15.5 pesos per share for, I guess, short and mid-term movements. But MACD is not showing us signs yet of selling. Bollinger Bands are not showing us signs also of selling, and moving averages also are not showing us signs yet of selling. The only thing that's preventing it now is the resistance from the 15.5 peso level. So are you guys learning from this? Comment below if you guys are learning. I hope this is something that gives you so much substance. I hope this is something that gives you so much content, because that's why I do this. I keep doing this because I make 1 to 4 videos a day already, because that's all I want. I just want to educate you guys, that you guys don't have to rely on hype. You guys don't have to rely on speculation, on your friend, on your barber, but everything you need to know can be found right here. Either you use the technicals or use the fundamentals, or you weave them together, and it makes it so powerful. I want to talk about Jollibee also at the back half of this, but before I go to talk about Jollibee, comment Cirtek if you guys are gonna take action based on this video. Comment Jollibee if you want me also to proceed to talk about Jollibee. But before I talk about Jollibee, just a quick announcement on where I will be over the next few days. The schedules of our Stock Smarts training sessions are in the description below, but for those who want to learn more about technical and fundamental analysis, my sessions are Taiwan February, March in Manila, April in London, May in Doha and Singapore, June in Auckland, New Zealand, July in Sydney, Australia, November in Dubai, and in Tokyo, Japan as well. So for those of you guys who want to see me live and want to learn from a classroom setting, meet a lot of people, ask questions directly, ask questions fast, learn in a more structured manner, these are the sessions for you. For those who want to learn about the basics of the market online, I have a course with Chinkitan naman. This course will teach you in Tagalog what is the stock market and how you can actually start. And for those who want to learn business and investing, it's me and Sean C on my second online course. All of the details are in the description below. And lastly, those who want to learn via reading, via books, I have books via Shopee in the description tab below for you guys to be able to actually learn from this as well. And people are asking, where can I learn more about technical analysis also? Look at the playlist of technical analysis. I have dozens of videos talking about this in our playlist section for technical analysis as well. So now, let's end this video with Jollibee. Jollibee, as you all know, has always been one of the most requested stocks in the stocks by request session. It's always been one of the stocks that have been asked about. One thing is evident though for Jollibee is there's a clear resistance somewhere here. You can peg it now around the 216, 217 level. As you can see here, it hit this area, then it started to slide down. Try to do it again the last December, then started to slide down. Try to hit it again last January, started to slide down. Then yesterday, it pushed down on Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday it made a large push. So one thing you need to watch out for over the next few days is basically this: what's gonna happen at the 217 level? Because if the 217 level does not break out, we don't see Jollibee break out from the 217 level, it will still probably stay either here, go back to the 200 level where there's a support forming, or worst case at the 183 level. But if there's one thing I'd like to point out also is this is a low, this is also a low. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions and would know about trend following, what you can do is to connect those lows that are increasing, which is now forming its own higher low. One thing also that I do know is this: if it breaks past this and it pushes around here, then suddenly you could possibly have a higher high at this level. But the most important thing to watch out for, as what I've mentioned, is the breakout from the 217 level, because the 217 level will depict your course of action over the next few days still. And if I put also the 200-day moving average here, allow me to zoom out so you see it better, we're still a far way off until we break the 200-day moving average, which is a very, very strong resistance still. So let's see what how Jollibee will progress. Again, the underlying themes are Smashburger. What will happen to it, what will happen to Red Ribbon, what will happen to Chowking, etc. Because those will drive how the earnings of Jollibee will be, and in essence, how investors will perceive Jollibee short, mid, and long term as well. I'm gonna make more videos about this over the next few days. Just comment them below. Comment what stocks you want me to analyze, then hashtag stocks by request. And then I'm gonna do this over and over and over and over again. Learning never stops, hustling never stops, because those who learn, those who hustle, and those who execute will always win. If this is something that added so much content to all of you, and if you stay till the end, this is around, I think, the 15-minute mark already. I create longer videos, but I try to make it as much as possible that it's not something that's shortcut, but it's something where I get to be myself and just share my thoughts about it. And that's who I am. I just love sharing. I just love talking. If you stay till then, I just want to know, and comment below, I stay till the 15-minute mark, I'm staying. And if you believe videos like this are something that would add to you, I would really like to make financial literacy, investing via YouTube, something that's talked about also. Super appreciated if you could press like, super appreciated if you could leave your 2 cents also and give a comment based on all of this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, super appreciated if you could subscribe and hit the like button, hit the bell, so every time I create videos like this, you guys get updated and you get to, I don't know, get to share it also to a lot of people as well. So I guess that's it for now. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you guys are not just resting and also entertaining yourself this weekend, but you're creating a framework where you get to learn, so that next week when markets open, you get to be energized and recharged to be able to execute and win. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I really hope that this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.